It was a week ago we found out that Woody Johnson, the owner of the team, had suggested benching Aaron Rodgers after a Week 4 loss to the Broncos. And Devin, I guarantee you, if they had benched Aaron Rodgers and it had gone sideways, Woody Johnson isn't saying a word. It's not my decision. I don't run the team. I don't make those decisions. That's the coach and GM I'm going to fire for benching Aaron Rodgers. So they now are in a situation where the coach and GM were fired for other reasons. And then this is something, and look, I have many questions and much confusion about this. Mike Tannenbaum, who used to be the general manager of the Jets, who was fired by Woody Johnson, who has a data/research company called the 33rd Team, and it's media, but I don't know what it really does. It employs a lot of people who've been fired as coaches and GMs of other teams. He also works at ESPN. Out of the blue yesterday, the 33rd Team has been retained to help the Jets hire a coach and GM. That's the guy you fired. Is the end result going to be you bring him back as GM? And this is all happening at a time when Rex Ryan is making a very public push to be the coach again. There's just some weird, wacky stuff going on here, and I'm not going to be surprised if at the end of the day, Tannenbaum's back as the GM, and Rex is back as the head coach, and it's butt fumble 2.0 in New York.
Well, what was interesting to me was we saw the Commanders, and I saw you wrote an article. It's one thing for the Commanders to do that, but the Commanders named the guys that they wanted to come help. Bob Myers, Spielman, they named the people. I didn't understand why the Jets decided to say, hey, we're bringing in the 33rd Team instead of saying, is it Tannenbaum? Is it Spielman? Whoever you're taking from there, because, why not just say, hey, we're going to bring these guys on to help us find our next coach? Because they still could use their resources at the 33rd Team. But instead of making it seem like you've hired a media firm to help you find your next GM and head coach, which sounded crazy to me. And I think it's one other thing to hire the guy you fired to help you find the next guy. Maybe their friendship is a little stronger, or whatever you want to call it. Time heals all wounds and we're going to get back together. But I think there is some type of feeling, because even from friends of mine who are Jets fans, I think there's this feeling we rather go back to the Rex Ryan days where we were an AFC championship, where we won some games. We were kind of the talk around town. We were bullies. I think people rather have that than what has transpired over the last few years since Rex Ryan has left, that has felt like it's just a mess year in and year out.
And there's one last point, too. And the suggestion I made yesterday is I can understand why Josh Harris is doing this, because he's brand new. Woody Johnson's owned a team for 25 years. You shouldn't have to hire somebody to tell you who to hire after 25 years of owning and operating an NFL team. But this is the other point, and this is a little more nuanced, and it used to matter. We've evolved into a society where standards don't matter anymore for whatever reason, so act accordingly. But if you're holding yourself out as a media company that covers the entire league, and one of those teams is paying you to help them hire a coach and a GM, you're no longer objective. You're no longer unbiased. It's well, yeah, Florio, you're a Vikings fan. No. They're not paying me. There's a very big difference. It's easy to set aside something that has no financial gain for you. When one of the 32 teams is paying you, your entire objectivity and impartiality is questioned, but nobody cares. That's the thing. It's a brilliant move by Tannenbaum, because nobody gives a shit about that stuff anymore. I don't know what's happened the last 9 years, but none of that stuff matters. All the things that used to matter just don't matter. It's just go do what you want to do. There are no standards. Grab money from whoever you want and worry about it later. And it's not a political statement. It's just a comment on the way things are right now. So things like this can happen and nobody even pauses to say, man, that's weird.
No, that's so true. And I think it's because people be like, I just won't follow them, or I'll go to Pro Football Talk to get my information or see what they say.
That's right. That's right, baby.
So
Nobody's paying us. Nobody's dumb enough. Nobody's dumb enough to ask me what to do. and even dumber than that, to actually give me money to tell them.
I would love to know what they're getting paid to do this. I got to imagine you're getting paid pretty well to give all your resources to helping a team know who they should hire. So you're right. Tannenbaum, great idea. 33rd team. We should see a spike in your graphics, your analytics. Like it should be a nice little jump in what you offer over there.
Hey, just don't try. Tannenbaum, I'm talking to you right here, me and you. Don't try with Woody Johnson's money to come take Devin McCourty away from us. It ain't going to work. I'll fight you. I've seen you try to field punts. I think I can take you. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.